Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my Suburban Oasis. Happy to have you back. Today, I was debating on whether I was going to give you all an update on the clearance plants that I got a couple days ago and rehabbed, and where I ended up planting them in the ground. But instead, I thought since it rained, I would get some work done in this bed over here. I had shown you earlier my video about fighting bishop's weed in this bed. And so what I've been doing today is digging. This whole area over here I had treated, and I apologize for the light, it's just starting to come out. What I had done is spray this whole bed with some brush killer, ground and brush killer, and all of the top of it finally died back. Last night I got a super great rain, and so it soaked the ground really well, and today's like a high of 75, so I thought I'd get out here first thing this morning and do some digging while it's still cool out, and the ground is moist and easy to work. So I did that, and as you can see from this pile in my wheelbarrow here, there was a lot of debris and roots that were still healthy and needed to be dug out. So I picked up all of the dead stuff off of the top and then dug around. Now, once I got all of that out, I thought it would be a good idea to plant something in its place. And this Senorita Rosarita Cleome, that's a mouthful, has gotten so big that I wanted to move it from its current spot in the bed. So I thought it would look nice over here between the two arborvitaes, because I do anticipate that even though I've dug through all of this area, that next year I'm going to be having round 2. So round 1 of bishop's weed, I win. Yay! Next year, in the spring, I'll probably be fighting round 2, because the thing about bishop's weed is, if you have even like a tiny piece of a root left in the soil, it literally will come back. And the other thing I'm going to have to do is, along the fence line back here, is install some type of a barrier, because it is in my neighbor's yard, so it will continue to creep under the fence. And you can see it invaded this whole thing. It's also called Snow on the Mountain, for those of you who haven't watched my earlier video about it. Check that out. And you can see I have a little bit of damage on some of the arborvitaes from the shrub and brush killer. But you can also see where that weed was growing up to about this tall and killing off, or not allowing, the arborvitae's bottom halves to grow. So far I have planted some garlic chives in here, a hydrangea. I planted some annuals. These are not blooming right now. I can't remember what it is. It's a SoCal Patoka, that's what it is, Patoka, and it blooms this pretty pink. There's not a lot of blooms on it right now. I think the rabbit or groundhog ate the ends off. So now that it's rained hard again, I'm going to have to come out with the liquid fence. As you can see, I do also have quite a bit of cardboard that's trying to help suppress any new growth from the weeds, and I'll probably add a little bit more of that, and it will break down a lot over the winter, but it will just help to keep that bishop's weeds from getting any water or any sunlight, to try to come back up next year, and will help me in my fight with round 2. So yeah, I think it's coming along pretty well, you guys. I'm happy. It's starting to look like a garden again instead of a massive weed pile. And I'm going to get some mulch and come over the top of that with some mulch. I might find a few more plants to tuck in there just to get something growing to help take up room in the soil, so that it helps to stop that bishop's weed from growing. But if I do, it will likely be annuals, because that way I won't have to worry about next spring when it starts coming back up and I need to go at it with some more of that brush killer. I won't kill off any new perennials that I would put in this bed this fall. So I won't be planting perennials in this bed this fall, but we'll be dreaming about what I might be able to put in next year. Of course, eventually these arborvitaes will grow so big that they will fill up this entire bed. But I am the kind of gardener who really enjoys having full beds of plants to look at in the meantime, and don't mind at all digging them back up when the plants fill in and grow larger, and finding another place for those in the yard someplace else, because inevitably something will die off and I will need something to replace it. So in the life cycle of the garden, it's just easier to, I feel, edit as necessary, fill in as much as possible and then later edit as necessary, as opposed to just waiting for it to fill in. In my estimation, waiting for things to fill in actually causes more problems, like getting giant swaths of bishop's weed in your garden. We have quite the winds going on today. It's been so hot here, and we even have some crunchy leaves on the ground, so it's a nice relief to have a little bit cooler weather. Have gotten some good rain last night and the night before, and hopefully things will start to green up a little bit again. And really, they already look happier and a little perkier. So yeah, that's my update for today. I appreciate you joining me. Hopefully I'll be able to share with you next year in the spring, my round 2, and hopefully I'll get a knockout. Alright, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and even click the notification bell if you want to get notified of any new videos. Thanks again for joining me. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!